sometimes we take songs from real life, and this song is taken right from the pages of my past. Fagan, you might recognize this story. This is called Poor Little Rich Girl, and I'll do this for Charlene.
I was playing guitar in a six-piece country band. She was married to the owner then, tall and blonde, like candy for men. The girl could turn heads 100 yards away. Her old husband gave her everything, fur coats and cars, all sorts of rings, showed her off like a prize around the world. Poor little rich girl, she was never on her own. Poor little rich girl, but she often felt alone. Her life went passing by her in a whirl. Poor little rich girl. After all, she had paid a price to get 'em. Sometimes it got to be too much, the drugs and drink and all that stuff, but she could not find it in herself to leave him. So she stopped and took another pill, then stepped right in. She knew the drill, and the lights all wrapped around her with a swirl. Poor little rich girl, she was never on her own. Poor little rich girl, but she often felt alone. Her life went passing by her in a whirl. Poor little rich girl. Nightclub owner shot his ex-wife in the back. They said the names, I heard myself scream, killed her than himself. Must be a bad dream, but it wasn't. It was the end of both their worlds. Poor little rich girl, she was never on her own. Poor little rich girl, she often felt alone. Her life went passing by her in a whirl. Poor little rich girl. I can't believe he was the one to pull the trigger on the gun and laid that girl down in the dust and dirt. Whatever the reason she's gone now, doesn't really matter how, 'cause her sparkle will no longer shine on earth. Smoke and mirrors, lies on lies will come to ruin. Will be despised, a price will be paid, people will be hurt. Poor little rich girl, she often felt alone.